Hi, welcome to Thomas Likes Baseball. I do like baseball. As hard as the Red Sox make it to still like baseball, I've cut his head off in frame because the Red Sox have traded Rafael Devers. That's the reason for making this channel because I spend about 10 hours a day at work thinking about, wow, we really traded Rafael Devers. I was sitting at a soccer game Sunday night after the Red Sox swept the Yankees. I was sitting at the Portland Hearts of Pine. It was pretty cool. I mean, the atmosphere was great. It was a nice day. I was with my buddies going to get a drink. My friend calls me and says, "Why'd we trade Devers?" I laughed at him. I laughed at him. I mean, that's all you can do, right? Why'd we trade Devers? He just hit a home run a couple days ago. A couple hours ago at that. Sorry. Against the Yankees. He owned the Yankees. He's a 280 hitter for us, 215 home runs, 1,000 hits, almost 700 RBIs. Own the Yankees. That's what I keep going to he just owned the Yankees. Every time we faced Garrett Cole, every time we faced an ace from New York, I was most confident in Rafael Devers. And to trade him is tough. I'm not going to get into it too much because I'm not worried about it anymore. We do move on. There was a game played last night. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I'm trying to process where the Red Sox go. It sucks. Rafael Devers was my favorite player, I think, ever that I had ever seen live. At least he's up there with like Pedroia is probably second, and he was my first ever favorite player. The Mookie trade was hard. It was. This is harder because Rafael Devers was killing the ball. He was top 10 in weighted runs created plus. Everything about it sucks, and maybe he was a cancer. Maybe he wasn't because I don't think he was. And FSG does a really good job smearing their players once they get traded because they don't want to pay him all this money. So, yeah. But the first topic I want to get into on Thomas Likes Baseball is why did you make the big three your saviors? After for so long you talked about we don't want to make these guys come up and have to produce so quickly. We don't want to put pressure on them. With Christian Campbell, you didn't really because you put him in the middle of the lineup and you were like, go do your thing. And he did in April. He was great. But now Roman Anthony's hitting third. He did last night. He hit a home run and it was great. Marcelo Myers hitting fifth. Campbell, the pressure's gotten to him a little bit. You don't really trust him to play second base all that much. He doesn't play in late game scenarios. He DH'd last night. So why did you make them your savior in this situation? The whole plan, which I don't think there was a plan. I don't think there ever was a plan with Breslow and FSG and everybody in the front office. But your supposed plan was don't make the big three our savior. All of a sudden you've got a 3-hitter, a 5-hitter, and tonight an 8-hitter. No, he's not in the lineup tonight. Campbell's not in the lineup tonight, excuse me. But you've got your 3-hitter and your 5-hitter are your top two prospects, and that's fine. If you think they're going to be great, let them go be great. But you said all along, you lied to me and said that you don't want them to be your savior. Now they are. On the other side of the Devers trade, it's Kyle Harrison coming back along with Jordan Hicks, James Tibbs, and Jose Bayo. I won't get into the last three. I don't really care. I think Hicks might be a good late inning reliever because he throws hard, and when he's on. And the prospects, who cares? I've been thinking about prospects for 5 years at this point. I'm done. I'm thinking about the Major League squad. That's what kind of fan I'm going to be. Because I went to Portland Sea Dogs games and I watched Roman Anthony, I watched Marcelo Meyer, and I watched Cedon, and I watched all of these guys, and I got excited. Because I thought 2025 was going to be the year. And they're not. It's not. Maybe it is. Who knows? They won a 2-0 game last night, so did Rafael Devers even actually do anything? Anyways, Kyle Harrison is a 4.56 ERA, 4.48 on the career, and 182 innings pitched. I saw a TikTok from Willie Tix on TikTok, and it was a pretty good video, and I'm going to spew a little bit of that. I think, and this is also from Savant. I took a look at the Savant. He's got a good four-seam fastball. He throws it hard, 95 miles an hour. He's got good arm side run, so that breaks towards first base for a left-handed thrower. He gets smacked. He gets hammered on his off speed. His changeup, his breaking ball, which is a slurve kind of variation. It breaks in but hangs to righty batters. He gets good extension, 95 miles an hour on the fastball, like I mentioned. They're going to really need to work with him on the off speed, and that's why he's in AAA if he wants to be a middle of the rotation guy. So just the slurve hangs, the fastball is good. We'll see what he ends up being. And I actually don't mind him. I think he was pretty good when I saw him at Hadlock, although Alex Benilez put one in Fitzpatrick Stadium off of him. And I believe, per Sam Fetterman, Seti took him yard. So we'll see what he ends up being, but I can't believe that's the package you got for Rafi. I really can't. I really can't. I really cannot. Moving on, the recap for Game 1 of the Mariners series, the first game of a 10-day road trip on the West Coast for the Sox, their longest of the season, actually, is what I think Will Fleming said. I didn't fact check that at all because I don't care. But Giolito shoved 3 hits, no earned. Sure. We're going to get a 7-inning outing out of Lucas Giolito. He had the bases loaded, no outs. I was like, I'm going to bed. He's going to give up a couple runs here. Kept watching. He struck out 1, 2, and 3. He got Cal Raleigh. If that's going to be how we pitch, maybe we are a wild card team. Roman Anthony hit the home run in the first inning. That was exciting. I let out a good let's fucking go. Abe Toro, keep buying stock. I was on the phone with Jake Zanola. Some of you know him. Jay-Z 2016 Cubs, former host of Around the Diamond, doing big things in the MLB space. He was buying Abe Toro stock. So I guess I should too. He's hitting 2-hole tonight, playing first. He's been good. 283. I have his stats up right now. No, 317, 13 RBIs, 5 home runs. That's a pleasant surprise. I don't know what he really is. I really don't know if Abe Toro is a real Major League Baseball player. But currently he's hitting 2-hole for your Boston Red Sox. Let's see what else. I've got Cedar Rafaela struck out his first at bat because that's what he does. But then he had a 100-mile-an-hour flyout, 470 XBA. And then he turned on a ground out, which the launch angle isn't what you want, but a couple up the middle hits, 100 miles an hour on the exit velo. He's hitting the ball hard, so if he can start to pull a little bit, get that launch angle, maybe have something there at a steady. Is that my next jersey? Is it? Because I know I'm not buying a Duran jersey. Not Abe Toro. I'm not messing with the prospects. Maybe it's Seti. Maybe he's next. Willie Abreu starts his rehab assignment tonight. I'm not sure where. I just saw the tweet. You kind of wonder, where does he factor into this lineup against righties and lefties? He's definitely in there against righties. But you got a lot of left-handed outfielders, and you only get 3 spots. Moving on to the preview. This is going to be short because I really don't have a plan. I'm just I want to post something. But I've got the lineup for tonight. They just dropped it as I was making my notes. Duran's in left, batting first. Toro at first base. Roman Anthony in right field, hitting third. Maybe another home run. Carlos Narvaez, what a pleasant surprise he's been at the catcher spot and cleaning up. Marcelo Meyer, third base. Trevor Story at shortstop, batting sixth. David Hamilton at second base. One note, I tweeted last night, David Hamilton is batting 7th for your baseball team. Sure, it's a right-handed thrower, pitcher. And you think I'm going to believe that you improved after that Rafael Devers trade? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah. Refsnyder's DHing in the 8-hole. It's against a righty. That's why he's so far down. And then Seti in the 9-hole playing center field. I don't really have many notes on that lineup. The lineup's just going to be the lineup for the foreseeable future. It's just going to be, that's who's playing today, because there's so many names here that I just don't think are going to be back. I don't know how long Duran plays for this team. I don't know how long Abe Toro is in Major Leaguer. Anthony Shore, if Narvaez keeps it up, I'd love to have him behind the dish. Meyer, yes. Story, is he going to stay hot? Is he? Hamilton, no. Refsnyder, he need to be extended. And Rafaela, I think said he's going to be a part of this team for a long time. He's locked up. He plays great defense. He's batting 250 right now. His numbers and RISP are terrible, absolutely horrific. But I think he's going to be penciled into the 9-hole in center field. I think he's Jackie Bradley Jr., and I think that's all we need at Fenway in center field. So what is that? That's 5 players that you can count on. And it might not even be that many if Narvaez doesn't continue this the way he's playing. I haven't looked at his underlying stats. Maybe that's a topic for next episode. But that's what I got. I just want to talk about baseball. I spend 10 hours a day talking about baseball to myself. So might as well record it, upload it here. I'm not going to promote it or anything. I'm literally just going to, it's like folding. I'm just going to. So there it is. First episode of Thomas Likes Baseball. Thanks for watching.